Well, g'day and welcome back. We're just doing a bit of an update on the Carpenter's residence. You would have noticed this is the section we were taking a look at last time, which is the little visual merchandising section that I did up for him. You'll see as well here that I've done a path going down to his front door. And I mentioned as well that we're sort of hoping to have everything lead into the central marketplace here. But massive changes that I've now got in place and partially completed. You'll see here we've got a front door, big double door here now. We've also got some big windows looking onto the inside as well. So just heading inside now. So you'll see there's a ton of changes that have been made in here. What I've actually done here is divvied up little sections inside for him now. So for his little shopping area, we've got separate sections here for palmwood tables, chairs, all the rest of it. Got a little chandelier in here as well. And what I've done is done that in the well block. And you'll see here as well that I've given each of the sections separate floors as well. We've got well block for the floor mostly because that's going to be, you know, his themed tile. But I've tried to give each of the sections within the little visual part of his stall here separate floor tiles just so that they look a little bit different. Here we've got a little bit of a stone section, and none of these sections are really sort of finalised as yet. I was taking a lot of time. It's probably, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 hours maybe of work that I've done on this since the last time we caught up on it. And there was a lot of earthwork that had to go on, and a lot of sort of separating areas and making sure everything was correct, making sure that I didn't go through and break through into the sections that were up top, because we're very, very close to residences that are up top, so I had to be very careful in sort of how I did all of this. What we've got here is just some rough stone flooring. I've left this as a bit of a rough section because this is demonstrating the wood furniture. I'll still probably put a little circular table in here, and we've also got some of the doors in here as well. I've yet to put a double wooden door in there, and I think we'll just leave those single doors the way they are, quite possibly there. What I've also decided to do in this section here as well is we've got a little bedroom kind of section, bedroom, bathroom over here as well. I've still to do a little bit of a display there, and I'll probably put a lot of plates and whatnot on all these tables as well, plates, vases, that sort of thing. And in the center here as well, once I get around to it, I'll put a lot of polished wood tables, chairs, whatnot as well, just so they are on display. I don't think at this stage that we'll add any more roofing or anything into the overall stall here, but what we've got here is just a little separate section on the bathroom. Unsure as to what I'm going to make this section here as yet. I may make it just for the polished wood furniture, and I make it in the middle here. I'll just do a visual merchandising for the large tables and whatnot, similar to what I've got over here with the large stone table and a medium table. Sort of, I've got like a large, a medium and a small table for each of those builds there. I'll probably do the same here. I'll just have it in the center just as the sort of centerpiece for the stall. Over here, I've yet to finish this, but this is going to be like a front counter, I guess. And I've still got to clean this up here. I had that roof was a little bit of an alleyway leading down to the back of the stall where I actually had some other stuff completely. But what I've got now is a little bit of a divider so that the carpenter can get to his little section here. And what the mythology I've created here is that people who are coming into the stall can actually sit here and hang out and watch the carpenter work. And he can work. He's got a little lunch area here if nobody's around. he wants to just sit down and hang out, he can do so, and he can do some work in here as well. I'll put some more storage and whatnot in here. I've just thrown a couple of barrels in there just because I had a couple. And I've yet to sort of finalise his front counter. I'll throw a couple of things on there as well. Maybe some storage around it as well. Chest here or there, but as I said, this is probably like, I don't know, probably 15-20 hours worth of work that I've done thus far just on this. The other thing that I've done here as well is I've put a secret door in, and once we head around the back here I'll explain why I've put that in and the purpose of it as well. So just coming back out to the front, we've got some path going down to the Carpenter's front entry now, and what I've done here is added him a little sitting nook, which is very similar to what we did for the hunter, which you'll see on screen now. I've started doing a little bit of groundwork and sort of adding in some flower soil and all the rest of it, just to sort of make things grow around the area here. And I've done one of those little bathtub gardens like I did upstairs with the hunter's residence. I think I'll add a few more little knickknacks in here just to sort of make this space a little bit more homey, and I think I'll probably add a little bench or a table and some books and whatnot in there, similar to what I've done with the other section upstairs. Coming out here now, I've yet to finalise what we're going to do for this section. I think what I'll do is just have this big stone table here with some big stone chairs, and this will be sort of taking in this view here, and we'll have that as a bit of an outdoor area, again similar to what I did upstairs there in the hunter's residence. And this is going to be the main entry coming into the house here. I've yet to place a door or anything here. As I said, there's a lot of messing around that I've still yet to do, and a lot of messing around just to get to where we were here. So what we can do here is go into the stall, which is pretty cool, from basically the main entry of his house. Another thing which I will complete, and I mentioned this in our first little section on this, was that I am going to create a downstairs now for the Carpenter's residence. I think what I'm actually going to do, the plan will be to have a part that's actually hollowed out, and you'll see here I've sort of started. I just did a couple of little sections of it, but what I'm going to do is have possibly like a guest bedroom type thing down there. So that's going to be those set of stairs that are going down, these set of stairs that are going up here. That's going to lead into a main living area here and a kitchen here. So what I'm going to do is have the kitchen has a nice view of out there, which is going to be pretty cool. And this is going to be the main living room. I wish they had couches in this game. It'd be very cool. Unfortunately they don't. And then we've got from here we can have the steps are going to go up. I think I'll make sort of a little bit of an artistic hallway kind of thing here, which is going to be open, but I think I'll throw some art along here, or possibly a couple of wood displays or something. I've yet to sort of finalise how I'm going to do that. I may hollow down and actually raise the height of this ceiling here, so it takes in those views a little bit better from the hallway. But as I mentioned previously, I've got to be very careful with the amount of groundwork that I do in terms of not touching upstairs there. But I think I've probably got around about 3 cubes more that I can take out. But it's a bit of a delicate mix at the moment, and as I said, I've sort of only just touched on how I'm going to actually do all this. And a similar thing to what I did with the hunter's residence upstairs, I think I'm going to have a bit of an open bathroom here. I may drag a wall out to around about here and have some sort of walling or something here. I haven't really worked it out yet. And this will be the bathroom area that comes out to here. We may even do a little bit of a covered over entry or something there, which could extend that bathroom out a little bit further. Not sure as yet, but this is going to be the main bedroom space sort of here, and that's going to take in those views there, which is going to be fantastic. And as you'll see just above me here, we're working within some really tight tolerances. I'm within 1 cube of the floor of upstairs in the hunter's residence there, so I don't want to go any higher than what I am right now. And then we have the veranda that we always had in place, which I haven't really moved anything from the beginning. We've got that little extra stairwell that's leading us up to the kitchen there. I think I'll do sort of similar to what I've done upstairs, make, these outdoor areas, really, really outdoory. So, lots of plants, lots of trees, lots of sort of displays and whatnot as well. I'm yet to decide on how to set up the little guest quarters and the guest room. I think I'll sort of do like a little outdoor section for them, but I think I'll have no flooring for that. I think I'm just going to make lots of flower soil and just a massive garden. I think what I'll do is put a little, outdoor seating of different kinds outside there, and I think that guest quarters will just only have access to the house via the internal stairs that I'm going to put in. I don't think I'm going to connect that in any way across here at this stage, but famous last words, a lot of times I sort of go, you know what, I've decided that I'd like to have it this way, but I don't think at this stage I envisage in any way that it's going to change from what it is at the moment. So you'll see, at this stage, it's going to be pretty cool, I think. There's going to be a great view from the main bedroom, the master bedroom. It's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be some great views out to the mountains, and there'll be some great views very similar to the hunter's residence out there at night time. I think once we get done with it all, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to look very similar, I hope, to what I've sort of done here. I'm going to have a lot of greenery, a lot of sort of natural stone look, but it'll be different stone, as I mentioned previously. I've got sort of a theme stone for each of the builders, and this was a rough stone for the hunter. That was the hunter's theme stone, and the stone for the carpenter is the well block, as I mentioned. Alright, well, that's basically it for us in terms of the updates for this episode. There's a heck of a lot more to do. I've already started sort of adding a couple of little bits of greenery in and planting a couple of plants and whatnot up here. I think at this stage we'll pretty much leave that the way it is. But that's basically going to wrap it up for this episode. Next time, what I'll get into is finishing off this interior here and going through all of the fine detailing and putting in, as I mentioned, plates, bowls, glasses, cups, that sort of thing onto all the tables. I think what I'll do as well is sort of look into a little bit further making each of the sections thematic. So I think we'll have candle lights instead of those firefly lights in the corners there. We'll make this just a metallic section, so that torch will probably stay where it is. I'll leave that torch possibly there, and I think these torches can stay out here. I like these torches in terms of a thematic light, so I think they're going to be featured throughout the whole residence. Alright, well, that'll wrap it up for us. We'll see you next time once we've done a whole heap more detailing and we've got a lot more to report on what's been done. See you next time.